Okay, then, good afternoon, students. All right, for today, we are going to do writing. Okay, so unit 8, writing. So the topic for today is job application. Okay, job application. So let's see what we are going to learn for today. All right, so we start with the learning objectives and also the success criteria. So by the end of the lesson, okay, you should be able to understand the format and features of a job application letter. Okay, how do you apply for a job? Okay, you need to write a letter. Next, you need to write the letter in 140 to 190 words using appropriate phrases and expression. Okay, so this we are going to do in pairs. Okay, please be reminded that when we are using job application letter, the genre is formal. Okay, all right, the success criteria. So we expect all of you to understand the format and features of a job application letter, such as suitable salutation, sign off, and others. We can't simply put, or you can simply write any salutation or any sign off. Okay, there are certain phrases that we have to use, which I will share with you later. And then also, I expect you guys to write this application letter and also post it in the Google Classroom platform. Okay, so that is the learning objective and also the success criteria for this lesson. Okay, right now let's move on. Okay, before we start, all right, before we start doing any activities, so I would like you all to think first. Okay, for now, you think first. Few pieces of information you would write in your job application letter. What are the most important information that you think you need to write in your job application letter? Think first for a while. I give you about 1 minute. Later, I'll give this link to you. Okay. So what I expect you all to do, you take the link. Okay. You press on the link. You remember we played this Mentimeter. Okay. So you have to fill up in the software. I mean, in this application, and later it will be displayed. Okay. So let me share with you in the chat box. Okay. Let me just see if I can do that. Okay, the link is up. You can check in the chat box. It's there. Okay. So it's in the chat box. So press the link and list few pieces of information you would write in your job application letter. So what are the information that you think is most important to be written? Okay, let's do it now. Anyways, let's just check. Are you guys there with me? Hello, students?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Please respond in the chat as well. Please be active so that I can be more responsive towards you also. Okay, good. All right, then let's do the Mentimeter work now. Okay, please fill up. The link is in the chat box, and I will open it to see the responses. Let's see. Okay. Qualifications. Okay, some more. Share some more. Okay, the more words you submit, the more words I can see from here. Okay, so these are your words. Okay. Keep sharing. Keep posting. Okay. Okay. Imagine after your SPM, you're going to apply for a job. So you need to write a letter. And let's say they ask you to write in English. Okay, so you have to write. So what are the things that you think, okay, I need to put this. I need to impress my boss, my future boss. So what are the things? So guys, whatever you are writing there is coming up here. So it's very interesting. Okay, the most common one. So many of you typed experience. The bigger the word, it means that you're sharing, most of you are sharing that word. Okay, most of you are saying it's experience, good. Age, okay. And then you're saying, you're saying it's talented. Qualifications is another word. Spend holidays with work. Oh, spend holidays with work. Wow, so dedicated. Okay. Ability to work, capability, experience. Okay. Anything else? Hobby, socializing, which is good. Yes, you need to socialize. Okay. I'm still waiting for your response because it's kind of interesting to see your participation. Multilingual, yes, that's very important. Multilingual, you must be able to speak few languages, okay, especially if you work with people from not only from Malaysia, from other countries, for example, those who don't understand BM, for example. Okay, yes, multilingual. Some more? Capability, experience. Okay, come on, share. You can, those who just entered the Google Meet, you can click on the link and also share your responses. Okay, all right then. Okay, so basically you have an idea what are the things that you need to put. Okay, so basically you have an idea what are the things you need to put in your letter. Okay, I'm glad that you know what to do. So we will further whatever details we have here, we will further in our lesson. Okay, all right, thank you so much for joining. You can keep sharing if you want while you're listening to my what we call presentation in a while. Okay, but for now I'm going to close this first. Okay, I'm going to close this first and go back to our slides. Okay, so we have played the Mentimeter. Okay, now let's look at the main task. So this is your main task, okay, which is also what I did was you can see this task in your textbook, which is in page 105, but I feel it's not contextually it's not suitable for Malaysian because it says there job application for winter shop assistant, and we know that we don't have winter in Malaysia. So what I did, I modified the question so that we can relate to the question. Okay, for example, I change it in a way that Sports Direct Malaysia. So everybody knows Sports Direct, right? So it's one of the most famous sports equipment shop, okay, in Malaysia. So Sports Direct Malaysia is hiring part-time shop assistant for 2 months, okay, at their famous outlet in Shah Alam. Okay, part-time shop assistant. So maybe after your SPM, imagine after your SPM, you're going to apply for a part-time shop assistant for 2 months. So where is it? In Shah Alam, for example. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to be good at working with people. Okay, of course, when you're a shop assistant, you must be very convincing. Okay, I'll just add on here. Let me see. Yes. So you have to be very convincing. You can't just let people come and just go. If you see some of the shop, they love to convince people. They love to persuade. Okay, they have to persuade the customers. Okay, sometimes you'll just go there for window shopping, but then you ended up buying. Why? Because the shop assistant is so convincing. Okay, so you have to good at working with people. You have to deal with customers. You have to deal with your manager. Okay, and also other people. All right, next, have some knowledge of variety of sports. Since you're working at Sports Direct Malaysia, of course, this is a sports equipment shop. Definitely, you need to know at least a bit about sports. For example, what to wear when you're playing football. Of course, I don't think so. It's so suitable to wear a skirt, right, for football. Unless it's a fancy dress competition, then it's a different story altogether. So, if you're wearing football, what are the clothing, the apparels they need to wear? What type of shoes they need to wear? Okay, not all type of shoes are suitable to play football, and most of you are football players. You all know better. Okay, for example, if you're playing badminton, especially in the court, okay, you have a court shoes for badminton. So you need to know at least some information, okay, about the variety of sports and also like different types of equipments for the sports. You must have the basic. Okay, even if you really don't have the basic, just imagine you know everything, okay, for the sake of writing this letter. All right. Okay, next. You must be able to work over the weekend. Okay, why this is important? Because we know that all of us want to rest during the weekends. Like Saturday, Sunday is off day. Okay, we just love to relax. But if you're able to work over the weekend, it is a plus. It means you can work on Saturdays and Sundays. So it's a plus. So That is what we call this manager or this person, this Adam Chu is actually expecting. Okay, these are the requirement they put up. Okay, so who are you writing this letter to? We are writing to Mr. Adam Chu. Who is he? He's the manager of Sports Direct, 47500 Shalam Selangor. I've given you the address. So this is the address. Okay, this is the address for your letter. Okay, later when you're writing the task, make sure you address the letter to Mr. Adam Chu. Okay, I hope it's clear. I made it clear at this point. If you have any question in between, you can just chat with me. I can always read your chat. And also, you can even turn on your mic and talk to me. No problem at all. Okay? All right, then. Let's move on. Can we move on, guys? Okay, let's see
Yeah,
your
sure.
yes, okay, good. Thank you for responding. All right, then. Yeah, I'm reading your text also, okay? Next one. Okay, now I will help you with the planning the essay. You know why? Because the question that I always tend to get from my students every time writing an essay, teacher, how many paragraph, teacher? Every single time. I think even Cikgu Raja also will notice this. Every time we give essay, they will ask, teacher, how many words? Teacher, how many paragraph? Okay, so this is just a planning for all of you. Okay, what you can do. Okay, first of all, so your letter is in 140 to 190 words. Okay, this is the word limit given in the textbook task. So I'm following that. Okay, so this is the word limit. So you can write even 180 or 150. It's up to you. The range is this. So for the first paragraph, what you need to do, okay, you need to state your reason for writing and also where you saw the advertisement. First, of course lah, please start with a proper introduction. I didn't put here. You have to start with a proper introduction, introduce yourself, okay, and then is it a dear sir or madam? We know that it's Mr. Adam Chu, a male, so we can say dear sir. Okay, so have a proper introduction. We will look into a sample later. Okay, now we just look at the main content only. Okay, after the introduction, you go for paragraph 1 and then you state your reason for writing. Why are you writing the reason? You need the purpose. You always need the purpose. Okay, and then after you state the purpose, and then you talk about where you saw the advertisement. Okay, it is an advertisement. Just imagine it's an advertisement. Did you see that on TV, internet, or some people? Oops, it's gone. Okay, I don't know how to make it back. Okay, hang on. It disappeared. Okay, so introduction. So purpose. Okay, so where? TV, internet, or some even share it in social media. Okay, social media example, Facebook, WhatsApp, even TikTok. People are doing advertisement in TikTok, and I know you guys love TikTok so much. So where do you see? Okay, where do you see the advertisement? You can state, for example, I saw an advertisement about this post in the television, for example. You state, where did you see? Okay, so paragraph 1, you talk about that. Next, moving on, paragraph 2. So here comes your personal information, mostly about your personal stuff, okay, your personal information. So what do you talk about? For example, paragraph 2, you talk about your age. How old? Okay, how old are you? Detail of your study. Detail of your study means, for example, you can just say, I have just finished my SPM. Or if you say that, if you want to just say that, okay, I am waiting for my degree, final year result, for example, final year results. You can say detail of your study. What are you doing? Where's your level? You know, remember you guys told me about qualifications just now? These are the thing. Okay, relevant qualification. You all stated this in the Mentimeter just now. Okay, work experience. Some of you might have worked before you work in Sport Direct. You might have worked here. Maybe you have worked in, for example, you have worked as a cashier in a petrol station for 2 months. So you say, I worked as a cashier for 2 months. Or I work as a cafe assistant, for example, okay, for 2 months. So your work experience is important. Wherever you go nowadays, people will ask you for work experience. Okay, so I would personally advise, once you're done with your SPM, when you're free, if you can find work, do work. Okay, get some experience. Okay, part-timers especially. Okay, part-time works. All right, so you can talk about your work experience. Next, paragraph 3, relevant interest and achievement. Interest and achievement. So when we talk about interest and achievement, So you can basically say, what do you like? Related to the job. Don't just say anything. Okay, this one always must be related to your job. Okay, for example, we are applying as a shop assistant, right? Okay, shop assistant. When I say shop assistant, you need to be very friendly. You have to show a socialize. So relevant interest. For example, I love to meet people and communicate with people. So relate your interests with the shop assistant. Like, what are the interests that you have which can help you to become a good shop assistant? Okay, so maybe you can even say, I'm very good at using social media. Then I can recommend my customers using the social media, information from the social media, for example. Okay, then you can talk about your achievement. For example, I have won the public speaking, for example, or you can say anything that you have achieved that can help you to be a shop assistant, although it's a part time. Okay, or you can even talk about your result. For example, you can say that I've got 7 A's in my SPM, which I feel like it can help me academically in this profession, for example, in this job. Okay, so it's up to you. Okay, all right, next paragraph 4, the last paragraph. So you can say why you are suitable for the job and you are able to work over the weekend. This is the reason. Every time they'll ask you this question. Okay, why do you think you are the most suitable person to be chosen? Why? They ask us back. So it means that you have to defend yourself. You have to say that I am good at being a shop assistant because I feel I have all the qualification. Besides, I'm free for 2 months and I am able to work over the weekend. Besides that, I'm also in a need of money, especially during this crisis. You can say I'm like I need this job for the money, for example, for your spending. Okay, so you can say it, the reasons. Okay, the reasons. Especially over the weekend, not everybody will are willing to work over the weekend. Not everybody are willing to work over the weekend. So remember, so you can say I'm free, I'm available to work on Sundays and Saturdays. I have no commitments. Okay, fine. Okay, so you state like this. So guys, plan your essay in 4 paragraphs is enough because we are just writing for 140 to 190 words. Okay, it's not that long. So I don't want you all to like, elongate your essay. So just stick to 4 paragraphs, that's fine. Okay, so this is how you plan. Okay, maybe here you can conclude as well. Okay, for your first paragraph, you can even write your introduction, no problem. Okay, you can even include your introduction there. Okay, at this planning stage, do you have any question to ask me? Students? Are
No,
you
teacher.
clear about the planning? No.
Yes, clear.
Clear. How about the others? Okay, please do chat. I can see. Clear. All right. So most of you say it's clear. Okay, then if it's clear, okay, right, let's move on. Okay. It's clear. Okay, good. If like that, okay, we will move to the language bank. Language bank basically means, let me just change the color of the pen. I don't like it red. Okay, take blue lah. Okay, all right then. So when it's come to language bank, it's basically language. Remember, I told you about the useful phrases that we can use. So these are the useful phrases lah. Some of it which I pick and choose from the textbook itself. Okay, so for formal letter, of course, this is a formal letter. Okay, previously, how we thought for the to write a formal letter is different. Okay, but with the new syllabus, with the CFR format, it's different. It's not like we have to put the address, like the sender's address, the recipient's address. It's not like that. It's much simpler. Okay, we'll see a sample. So we follow the sample. We stick to the CFR format, the new format. Okay. So to begin with, you will always need to start with dear sir or madam. Okay, so please know who are you sending to so that you can know their gender. Okay, if it's sir, it's a sir. Okay, next you can say the sign off, the proper sign off or the ending, yours faithfully. Okay, you put the yours faithfully and then you put a sign and then you put your full name. Okay, don't put there Princess Chante or whatever. Don't put your nickname there. This is a formal letter and try not to be funny. Okay, and one more thing I like to remind you, I always tell especially my 5E students, don't use contraction. For example, they always look like this, I'm. Try to avoid this. Right, I am. Okay, Is it the pen is too light? Hang on, let me just change. Change to darker color. Okay. Okay, so remember, I am. Okay. All right. All right then. So next you can say, I look forward to your reply. Okay, I look forward to your reply. Okay. This part is when you want to end the lesson. Okay, when you want to end the lesson. All right, next. I look forward to hearing from you also when you want to end the letter. Sorry, not the lesson. When you want to end the letter. Okay, so these are ending, ending. Okay, this part is beginning, and this part is also ending. Okay. All right. So these are the things that you can use. Next, experience. Remember when you guys told me about experience? So what are the things that we can use? You can say recently. You can say currently. You can say during last year, I worked here. Or you can say for the last 2 years, I worked here. Or at the weekends, I work here. Okay, you can describe this part. Okay. All right, next, working with people. So remember, when you want to become a shop assistant, you need to work for people. So you can talk about shop or cafe, okay, member of the team or club. Are you a trainee? Are you organizer or on a committee? Okay, hang on. Yeah, Kak Raja, I think thank you for joining. Okay, glad to have you. Okay, all right. So on a committee, okay, you can even say working with people, how? And then let's say sports, because it's sports related letter. So you can say about hiking. Maybe you can say that I'm a hiker for 3 years. I have an experience in hiking. I have experience in playing football. I have experience in playing rugby or athletic. Athletics are those like running races, the one like 100 meter, 200 meters that you all do. Okay. And also the last one is gymnastic. Okay. So if we have like, these are just examples, just examples. So you can add on your own idea, no problem at all. This is just to help you, a guide to help you. Okay? All right then.
Yes, bye bye.
Okay, Kak Raja, thank you.
And
Okay.
carry on with the class. Okay, bye.
So we've come to the end of the lesson. Okay. Thank you.